Flash flood updates for the Southwest and Florida for October 9, 2025. Good morning, I'm Meteorologist Pew, and just like how I mentioned yesterday, today we are starting the major flash flood risk, where we have a slight risk from the Weather Prediction Center for Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah. And we're going to see a flash flood risk in these areas, including Colorado and New Mexico for the next few days, with tomorrow being the greatest risk so far, where we have a moderate risk. So some places like California and Arizona may be seeing some showers this morning, but it looks like things are going to start intensifying and increase in frequency around 1 p.m. Pacific time, or that's 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And once that convection starts, we're going to see heavy precipitation pretty much all day, all night, and it's going to increase in that intensity and frequency even by tomorrow morning and afternoon. So why this is all happening, we got to look at the Pacific, where we have Tropical Storm Priscilla that's been slowly pursuing herself to the Baja California coast. Now, while the states won't be seeing any tropical storms or depressions, we will be seeing the remnants of that tropical moisture that will be evected into the southwest states. So if we look at 500 millibars or midway to the troposphere, we have a couple things happening. We have this ridge that's been developing in the Texas-Mexico borderline, and this high pressure, which is clockwise flow, has been steering Hurricane Priscilla and its moisture into the southwest. But in addition to that, just like how I mentioned yesterday, there's remnants of a tropical disturbance that was in the Gulf near Mexico, and that also, with the clockwise flow of the high pressure, will be advected to the southwest as well. And to accompany these, south of Tropical Storm Priscilla, we do have Tropical Storm Octave that is diminishing, but also another tropical disturbance even more south of that. And with this ridge, as long as it sustains itself, will evect some of their moisture into the southwest as well. We do have a low pressure that's coming from the Pacific Northwest and slowly moving south, and it's really strong and really broad. And what that's doing is helping increase the wind speed of that southwesterly wind and help transporting that moisture into the southwest. Now, looking at the opposite side to the southeast, we have this trough that is slowly developing. And this is going to be significant for kind of the same effect of what's happening in the southwest, but later by this weekend. Because at the surface, we do have a surface low pressure, and that's counterclockwise flow, bringing in easterly winds into the east side of Florida, which is why we're seeing a lot of convection happening because of all the moisture advection. And then to aid with that, we also have a surface high pressure somewhere in the northeast, and that's also helping bring in that easterly to northeasterly winds. And so back to that mid-level trough, as it develops, it's going to be bringing in southwesterly flow, and so that's going to guide that surface low pressure adjacent to the east coastline. And so for today, for Florida, we're going to see convection start happening around 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to see storms throughout the day and pretty much into the night. And so from now to this weekend, we're going to see this low pressure move to the northeast, and so we're going to see all this convection also slowly move to the northeast coast. So it's going to be from like Georgia, Carolinas, and then eventually to the mid-Atlantic.